Hello, and welcome to another Chronostory stream. Excuse the fact that I won't have my face cam on today. I'm a little under the weather. But for today, it's going to be a little bit of a different pace. I'm going to be farming Skelosaurus for the hour and looking to upgrade our overall. And then we'll be back on the Paladin probably tomorrow. So I've got a lot of good gear to scroll. Everything that's locked is pretty much like good enough to scroll today, so it should be fun. I haven't been scrolling for a while, and I've been able to bank up a lot of equipment. So yeah, we got that to look forward to. JP, good to see you, my goat. I've been very sad. Do you mind knowing why? No, I'm happy to know why. Do tell, do tell. Identified, I saw, I heard. I heard you got your belt, congratulations. But you forgot to reroll it. Oh, look, it's not a big deal. Okay, it would be nice to have a little bit more health, but it's not that bad. I would take a belt, your first belt. It's still better than nothing. I would take any belt, you know, even if you didn't reroll the best stats on it. I still do not have my belt, and I've been farming a good amount of cheap Kentosaurus, so I'm on the verge of giving up on that one, honestly. Nearly 211, good golly gosh. I've been doing a lot of Skelerex grinding today. Definitely, I've got like a bill experience today, so yeah, definitely ahead of what I would usually get for the day. That being said, people are leveling insanely quick nowadays, so my leveling pace is nothing compared to a lot of others. Oh, because I haven't been on stream in 3 to 4 days. When did I last stream? It was on Friday, right? I usually stream on Monday, but I missed out yesterday, and I've been sick, but that's not going to stop me streaming today, so here I am, and I'll probably also be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to do the finale of the Paladin, so my Paladin's sitting at like level 95 at the moment, and we're going to try to get that to 4th job, so that's been really fun to do. It's taken like, I think we're under 6 hours at the moment, and we're already at level 95, so it's just showing like how quickly these days you can make a new 4th job character. But I've enjoyed that series with Horror Show. It's hard, can't really call it a series when it's only like two episodes, 2 streams, but yeah, I've had a lot of fun making the Paladin, and we're going to put that to use tomorrow. As for today, Eric, good to see you. Hope you enjoy your lunch. I'm going to be at Skelosaurus. This is not anyone's favorite map. The layout is a little bit more difficult for the Ice Lightning, so it's a map where like I have to use Chain Lightning a lot more. If I'm at nudies, then I can rely on Blizzard a lot, but for this particular map, and I'll show you what the actual rotation looks like. I haven't really been locked in. I'll just I'll reset my tracker now. But yeah, this little platform right here is like the special platform that allows Chain Lightning to hit like multiple platforms, so that's kind of what a rotation looks like. So it's like Chain Lightning here, FMA, scroll up to the top, get on this hidden little platform, and then Chain Lightning hits both platforms when you're sitting on that. And then I can FMA going down, and then finish everything off. So it should be a good like solid like 170, 180. Oh, no, it will be like 170 max. It can't be any higher than 170. But if I do it correctly, I should be able to get 170. Keeping in mind I got Dice 5 active actually. Where's your face? I'm sick today, Chair. I don't really feel like coughing on stream and stuff. It's for the best. Why is there a crying me? Yeah, I'm not feeling well. Just my throat and stuff. It's nothing too serious, but I'm definitely not well. No, I haven't tried out an Antaria. I've looked at it. I've looked at it. I'm not really interested in playing something that is gonna wipe, but Quite a lot of people are streaming it. Yeah, I've definitely taken note of it. It looks interesting. That overlay is like the first thing that caught my attention. I never played, like that was the very first overlay, right, that came out when MapleStory came out. But I never played the game when it looked like that. It looks very different. It's kind of crazy. Feel better, bro. Thank you very much, Udon. I appreciate it. I'm sure I'll be fine in within like, 2-3 days. I don't really get sick very often. When I went Mage overall is hardcore subject to farm. Yeah, it's one of those things, like you have to, you really gotta like put in the hours here to get a good overall. I've got some in my inventory already, but nothing like overly special. Like 24 is not even that good. I haven't spent that much time here to be fair, but I don't have like many good overalls. I've been spending a lot more time at nudies. As you can tell by the amount of gloves that I have in my inventory, like they're all like 12 and above and ready to go. Some of them are like 15, 16 stat. So I'm definitely going to be scrolling everything in my inventory that's locked today. So I'll be looking forward to that. And any pirate gloves I've picked up in the meantime, I'll be throwing 10% on them. Just on the off chance that any of those pass. It's going to save me a lot of scroll vouchers, going for that kind of upgrade. So I'll also be doing that. I have a lot to scroll today, which is going to be fun. I'm just trying to think of like, yeah, it is winter in Australia right now. It's pretty cold. It's pretty cold. I'm just trying to think. I'm probably going to like give up scrolling the unwelcome weapon. I don't think there's like much of a point anymore. It would like theoretically increase my rates of Skellyrex a little bit, but it's really not a big enough deal to bother investing all these Chaos Crystals into. I may as well be saving for the next weapon whenever that comes out, I mean, who knows how far down the line Papulatus is going to be, and when that comes, who knows what we get. But yeah, I think I'm in saving mode on the Chaos Crystals. I don't really think I'm going to spend my Chaos Crystals on anything. There's no big difference between the 90 overall. Yeah, that's why this spot is so good. Getting the 98 overall here is perfectly fine as well. I've got some 98 overalls that are 27 that are higher than that Tsar. So it's like, I don't care what I wear. I just care what the total stat is. And yeah, getting 3 overall drops here is really good. So hopefully we can see what we get here. But yeah, I'm not really maintaining my 170 mil per hour that I was hoping to. I've got Dice 5 on, so my rates are a little deceptive, but you can kind of see the general gist of how I farm. Like Chain Lightning on this platform, FMA, scroll up to the top here, Chain Lightning once again, and then once they respawn, FMA, drop down, Chain Lightning clear. So Chain Lightning is so much more impactful on this map than it is on the Nudies map. On the Nudies map, you're just using like Blizzard. Astronaut, thank you very much, man, I appreciate it. I didn't realize how bad I sound. Everyone's like, oh, you sound like shit, man. I'm like, alright. I guess I do. Yeah, this is a much better looking full clear hill. I'm trying to simultaneously roll my dice as I'm grinding here. It's pretty difficult. I guess a 4's okay if I'm like mostly here for drops. It's perfectly fine. Any shows or movies to recommend? The only thing I'm watching at the moment on Netflix is a show called Better Late Than Single. It's kind of like a dating show with people with no dating experience. It's interesting. I can kind of relate to it as someone who is like never, you know, all that comfortable. So yeah, I'm finding that pretty interesting, Eric. Who knows, maybe a lot of MapleStory players can relate to that as well. I struggle to believe, I refuse to believe that a lot of the grinders in this game also have partners, you know? Like, balancing gaming and partners is very difficult. Yeah. What's your level goal for the IL? There's not really a goal, I guess. We're continuing to grind, continuing to amass resources, and then go for upgrades on our gear. I don't really know how far I want to take it. It's so hard to look ahead because this 4th job patch really like changed everything. Like the levels feel a lot less valuable in the sense that everyone is grinding so quickly and is able to catch up to me really easily, so I'm not too sure, you know. I'm happy to continue playing my main. I know that I want to go back to my outlaw at some point and bring that up to like 200. But the sky's the limit at the moment in terms of, you know, how high we can get our main characters. There's nothing stopping us. Especially while Scalerex, like, my time to level, if I'm getting like 250 mil per hour, call it like 3 bill to level is, you know, 12 hours. It was a lot more than that when I was like level 190 farming at 304. So just putting things in perspective, like I'm leveling quicker than I was at 190, just based on the content. So it's always hard to like, you know, have realistic goals in mind when the goalpost keeps changing. I don't know how you can do it. I can't last 2 hours of Scalerex. Honestly, I struggle too. And the reason I struggle is that I can't just hold a button like a lot of other characters can. I have to bring my push mule in. Because no one's going to want to party with me if I don't, you know, also push the mobs. So I'm technically playing 2 computers. Although I'm really just holding one button on my main PC. But the point remains, I struggle with it either. Like I did a 4-hour grind today and it was very, very difficult. Like I was getting tired. I don't have a choice though, Eric. Like no one wants to party with an Ice Lightning. Like what am I gonna do? I had nothing. That's why the Paladin's gonna be better. That's the whole point of the Paladin as well. Like at the moment, my push mule is my Dragon Knight and it's a bit slower. It makes it a bit harder to full clear when you're unable to push the mobs as quickly. I know, Crazy, I see you, buddy. That's why the Paladin's gonna have a lot more value there. I'm looking forward to like the Paladin getting to 4th job and being usable in Scalerex. But at the end of the day, it's still just a mule. It's not, you know, a character that I'm actively grinding on. Other than that, I'm still waiting for them to eagerly like adjust the balance of the characters at the moment. You know, Bishops, Paladins continue to be like really, really OP at Scalerex. It's it's obviously unfair. I don't think anyone would say that, you know, anyone would have a counterpoint to that. Everyone knows it's unfair. I don't really know why Balte's like let it stand for so long, to be honest, but I don't know. I'm sure he's cooking up something. And then the discussion I heard about instancing bosses is very interesting. That's something, a direction I think he's going to take with the bosses, and yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's a really good welcome change, because nobody likes dealing with the full channels and having to fight for the bosses. I don't like it either. Like I'm forced in a position where like I have to, you know, think selfishly, but I'd rather not play selfishly. Buffing weaker classes, I don't think so. Like, you could, but you'd have to... It's all tailored around Scalyrex specifically. And how holy damage is just like doing way too much elemental damage. So that's the bigger issue. I don't really think any of the other classes need buffs. I think it's just the holy advantage. It's not like Paladin and Bishop needs buffs either. It's just the Scalyrex mob specifically that like holy elemental damage is doing too much there. That's the only thing that needs to be adjusted, honestly. This map is called the Dragon Nest Left Behind, but there are two maps. Like if you take this portal to my right over here, Ironfall, it's an identical map. So yeah, there's a lot of Scalyrex maps on offer. Hero or Pally, beside the fact Scalyrex exists. Okay, even without it, I still think Paladin just has a really, really impressive fourth job. I haven't really gotten to see too much hero gameplay. I don't think I've had any heroes in my party, to be honest. So I haven't seen it. What am I going to scroll with? If you're referring to my overalls, it's only going to be 30% on them. 30% until we hit a lot of 30% that would ever make us consider doing a 60%. We gotta go big. My kind of scroller. You know it. Still struggling on level 157 Corsair? Do you mean Corsair? I personally haven't touched my Corsair. You got a 48 stat robe. That's pretty good. My current one is honestly like only a tiny bit better than that. I've had this one for ages, to be honest. I haven't even tried upgrading it in a long time, because it was always difficult to farm the overalls. And so I haven't really tried. But now that it's easier to farm the overalls, I should definitely dedicate a bit more time towards doing that. Two poor to get it better. Yeah, that's difficult. Shamens, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Hope you have a great day too. First time seeing that crying avatar. Definitely not you after a scrolling session. That definitely is me after a scrolling session, but it's also me when I'm not feeling all that good. Just a little sick, but it's okay. We'll shake it off in a couple of days. In my opinion, 50 up stats is enough. It's all relative, yeah. I mean, you know, I'm ready for an upgrade that's bigger than that now. My bowman has a 62 stat overall, and I don't even play it, so, you know, it's kind of an insult to my main character that I haven't been able to get anything close to that. Better make sure my mules don't DC. Let me quickly wiggle them. Alright, we're good. Is luck important on the server? Yeah, the thing about this server is that it doesn't matter. The proportion of luck and int does not matter because you can use SP resets, AP resets, sorry, and just reset your luck to the minimum requirement to equip all your gear. So it doesn't matter what you scroll for, like total stat is total stat. So I wouldn't worry too much about int or luck. Just consider them the same value. Overall 30s is too expensive because 10 scrolls. Yeah, it's brutal. You obviously don't need to dedicate all 10 scrolls unless it's going really well, so usually it's like kind of one and done. But yeah, absolutely, they are really expensive. It's why my strategy with the gloves on my alt character is to use 10% on the first slot. Like using 30% on every base item is extremely expensive. So if I can find my own 10% and then use them on the opening slot, it feels a bit better. That being said, even though overalls are like, this is the best spot by far to find them, it's still not easy. It's still extremely difficult and takes a long time. Like, have we found anything? We haven't found anything blue. Let's have a quick look at it if any of the oranges are good, but it's doubtful. It's pretty rare for an orange one to be good enough to scroll. Maybe a Tsar, but yeah, these are all trash. Yeah, these are all garbage. So, you know, we've been going for like 22 minutes. We don't have anything to show for it at the moment. It's just one of those things. That's what overall grinding is. It's a lot of patience involved. You don't reroll at Moss? It's far too expensive, Abzerker. The odds of rolling an overall into a good stat, like Chrono decks will tell me what it is exactly, but it's not worth it in my opinion. You're much better off farming it and saving your Chaos Crystals for something else. It's just really low odds on the overall. Maybe for the Tsars? Like, I don't know. Like, someone can tell me, or I can search it myself. I feel like it's at least like 1 in 30, 1 in 40 to get like a 24 stat and above Tsar, which 24 is like not even that good. It's like my minimum requirement. If they're low to roll, then the same applies to anyone dropped. There are some items that are easier to roll than others. Like, obviously anything that's 1 line is easier to roll, and anything that's 2 or 3 lines is harder and harder, but the only 1 line item is your helmet. Like the Dark Var helm only has 1 line of int. But yeah, everything else is pretty difficult to roll, to be honest. Like, yes, that's very much true. Everything is hard. And shoes are obviously the hardest if you have to reroll 3 lines. Oh my god, a 31 clean stat Sard, a boom in solidarity, my man, nice. I love it, I love it. Andre had a 33 stat one that he boomed first slot. Yeah, I mean, you know, they drop. Just not for me. But it's a really high value piece as well, because the 30%'s, you know, there's 10 slots and each one gives 5 stat, so you compare it to any other item, it's got a lot more value than the other items. So there's more of an incentive to upgrade the overall, compared to your helmet, for instance, or your cape. Definitely getting into a rhythm here. Nice full clears. What scrolls we use for mage shoes? The shoes doesn't really matter. There was a time back then when it mattered, Udon, because when we were farming at 304, we wanted like specific jump value to bunny hop in, and that enabled us to hit all 3 rows. But as of now, it doesn't matter, so like, mine is called for avoidability. Yeah, it's just, you know, I still think mobility is best. Not everyone has a haste mule like I have, and having additional mobility is really good. So I would scroll for mobility if you don't have a haste mule. But it's pretty inconsequential. It's really not a big deal. When did my dice expire? Oops. Let me quickly reroll my dice. Fuck. Yeah, that's better. Hey Biscuit, how's it going? Good to see you. This isn't the Dani we know. Woo, you're gonna have to resort to the emoji of form of me today, as opposed to the real life form, I'm afraid. Nice artwork, thank you. So just leaving the half an hour mark on the grind. I'll probably do like maybe half an hour more. And then we'll go into Gachapon and scrolling. Sounds like a plan to me. How are you running your mules for self-buffing? Yeah, they're all being ran on BlueStacks at the moment. I've been tinkering with, they're being ran on my separate device though, so I've got a Mac and my main PC, and I'm running all four of my mules on my Mac at the moment. I've been tinkering with the settings to like prevent it from crashing a little bit more. I've had to allocate like more, you know, memory and RAM to each of the instances, but they've actually not been crashing anymore, which is good. I had a lot of problems with the crashing before. Because my NL demands hyperbody, I'm getting sick of buff parties. Yeah, you gotta take care of yourself at some point. BlueStacks has had problems with crashing. On my main PC, I'm crashing a lot more these days, so I don't know why exactly. Others are reporting that they're getting better results with Mumu Player, so consider using that one. It didn't really seem to work for me, but I might give it another better go another time. But yeah, you gotta take care of yourself, Biscuit, especially if all you need is hyperbody. Yeah, people are going to be buff partying less and less because they'll be doing Scalerex, so they're not really going to have time to like buff party. Buff party is really for those that are solo grinding, and there's less and less solo grinders. It just makes it harder to find a buff party. You got to take care of yourself. Hey, what's up, Rusty? Scalerex map is so unbalanced. 5 out of the 6 slots are accounted for. Yeah, pretty much. It's frustrating. But if you are anything other than those 5 out of 6 slots, if you're not a marksman, a bishop, a paladin, maybe any other warrior, or a buccaneer, then you get to fill like 1 out of the 6 spots, and that's it. No one else is going to want you. So it makes it hard. It makes it very hard. I really hope Beltay does something about it. I don't like the state of party grinding at the moment. I don't think anyone does, to be honest. It just is what it is. It's annoying because the monsters hit super hard, even with full defense scrolls. They really do, yeah. Like, you can do all the HP preparations you want, scroll for defense, get all your HP rings from Apex Wyverns, get your belt, get your unwelcome earrings, and it still might not be enough, so it's kind of crazy. Hyperbody is mandatory for hermits. It's kind of funny too, like my 3 characters are probably the 3 most unpopular party grinding characters. Like Ice Lightning, Corsair, and Bowmaster. Like they are the least popular classes. I don't know why the fuck I picked that. You got the temporary ice pop, that works. That gives HP and it's barely enough. Oh, interesting. I thought that would really help. I think it's the same one I'm using at the moment. Because obviously, you know, I get what I'm given and I have to use it. 500 weapon defense and magic defense and 1000 health, like that's actually not enough for you? That's crazy if that's not enough, because this is really strong from a defensive standpoint. That's really strong. It's working, but it's super close on the high ping spikes. Yeah, I understand. There's nothing you can do about a high ping spike, you know. If you're getting 2-shot, you're getting 2-shot. Alright, once again, to recap the fun stuff we got going on later. I'll check my overalls while I'm here, but I don't think we've got anything good. Nope. Nope, nothing good at all. 16 stone shoe. We'll save that for my outlaw. But we're going to be scrolling everything I have locked. I think it's about time that I sold my equips. I'm about to fill up my inventory. Let's do that quickly. And everything else that remains is what we're going to be scrolling today. So we got a good amount to scroll, a whole inventory's worth. So yeah, we got that to look forward to. But I haven't found anything in this 40 minutes of grinding here. I wonder if Valte plans on buffing Skelegon and Skelesaurus maps. They're a lot slower than Uni's maps. They're about like... What's the theoretical max? I think it's like 170 here. And 210 at Nudies. So 40, it's like, you know, it's less than 20% difference, right? Like it's not crazy. Does it need to be buffed? Like, I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, the party maps need to be addressed, you know, more than anything. I wouldn't be too concerned about these ones, in my opinion. Yo, where'd my speed infusion go? What the fuck? Weird. Alright. Is Unwelcome 1 or Staff the meta? Christian, it's... I went back and forth on this a couple of times, and I learned some new information that kind of changed things, but long story short, the wand is going to be better. The thing is, I was under the impression that we have Infinity, we have Booster, that reduces your attack speed by 4, and the theoretical cap is 2, and with Speed Infusion the cap is 1. I was under the impression that if you hit the 1 cap with whichever weapon, it's the same attack speed, but it's actually not true, as far as I'm told. If you hit the max cap like with a fast 5 weapon like the wand, it's actually still quicker than using a staff that's fast 6. Even though you can reduce your attack speed by 6 with Booster, Infinity, and Speed Infusion. So you would think that a wand and a staff would get to the same theoretical attack speed cap. But the wand is actually still quicker. So knowing this, like it's the wand everywhere. I previously used to suggest a staff because I was under the impression that they were the same attack speed when you hit the cap, the attack speed cap. And that's not true. Yeah, no problem, no problem. But yeah, I mean, if you've made a staff already, it's not a big deal. Like, it's still perfectly fine in solo grinding. Where the wand is like better, you know, if you're just holding your attacks down, I'm told it does 9 attacks more per minute than the staff, even if you hit the attack speed cap. But when you're solo grinding, you're not just holding an attack down. So I wouldn't feel bad about using a staff in solo grinding. I would only feel bad about it if I was to use it as Scalerex. Stewie boy, hello, you want to play this game? Is there a website that shows guides and stuff for this game, like training areas and drops and lists? There's so much comprehensive information that we have on the game that makes it so easy for a new player to pick up. The Discord is an amazing source, like that's where you'll find all of the specific guides. But even beyond that, the website, chronostory.dex? Chronostory.dex, yeah? No, chronostorydex.com. Sorry, do not type that in. Fuck. Chronostorydex.com. That's the one. May you see my rings? Of course you can. Give me a moment. Chronostory. Let me retype it for you just to get chronostorydex.com. There you go. So this is a really good database that has all the information, kind of like Hidden Straight used to have for like old school MapleStory. But then if you join the Discord server, which I actually don't know how you join without being invited. How does one just join it? I've got a link in my description on YouTube, so that helps. 60 stat overall later? Hopefully, Kagami, hopefully. But yeah, all the guides are on the Discord server. I've got my own Ice Lightning guide, and people have guides for all other classes. Mine has good information, but it's not sexy, you know? If you look at some of the other guides, my god, they are actually sexy. Like, they are built by professionals. Anyway, that was a tangent. Hopefully you find all the information you need. My rings, yeah, they're all 4 stat. I spent a good amount of time rerolling these, and I got very lucky with rerolling them. How much experience per hour do you think Papulatus training should give? I'm of the opinion that like bossing should never be better than grinding. It's kind of scary at the moment, like how close bossing is to grinding. If you were to be not contested, oh, it's so much better than Artale. Like, it's not even worth comparison. This server has an amazing player base, a great community. Even at the low time right now, this is NA server, and at the low time, we still got 375 players online. That can spike to like 600-700 during the busy times. It's an amazing server, and it's just a great player experience and great community, so I couldn't advocate for it more. And we don't need to delve into all the problems that Artale has, but yeah, it's you know, head and shoulders better than Artale. But yeah, I don't like bossing giving as much experience as it does, to be honest. Everyone's 4th job single target damage was so strong that like Pianus and Xenomega could, in theory, be like theoretically the best, you know, way to get experience, which is just very, very wrong. Of course, in reality, you're contested, you gotta, you know, change channels and all that kind of stuff. I did not realize I had 2 overlays there. Sui Boy, thank you very much for the follow. But yeah, I mean, I don't want Papulatus to give all that much experience, to be honest. I want it to be very good for drops, but it should not have that good experience. Link on the worlds menu? Oh, okay, thanks, Biscuit. I mean, I definitely have a link in there as well. I think my dice expired. Let me redice. 5? Boom. Alright. Just gonna jiggle all my mules. And we're good. Alright, about another 15 minutes and then we can move on to scrolling. If that's what you're here for. Which you probably are, because, you know, who the fuck wants to watch anyone Scalerex grind? Chronostory looks really fun because of the drop rates and scrolling capability. It's about the best Iron Man experience that any server can provide. If you're looking for, you know, a trading experience or a party quest experience, like we don't have party quests, we don't have trading, but the way in which it does Iron Man is, you know, a completely unique experience. And everyone seems to enjoy it. It's booming time. Everything in this inventory has got to go. It's a limited sale. What am I going to do with a Dark Pearl ring? Just throw that shit in the bin. That's worth nothing anymore. 5% in 40 minutes. Is that what I've got? Okay, that's not bad, right? To be fair, I'm not here for experience. I can get like 250 mil at very best per hour if I'm grinding at Scalerex with a good party. This is not for experience. How many meals do you keep active at a time? You have 3 meals for your main right now on different accounts. I got 4 active. And they're all in my party. I find it really enjoyable to grind with power stance. I hate getting knocked around, so having my DK with me feels really good. Other than that, nothing is really mandatory. I like having haste, I like the additional movement speed. And miso up is always good. And then I just bring my dice meal and speed infusion and that's about it. DP is trash now, sad. 2 pro. Thank you. I mean, I can run more meals if I need to, but I don't need anything. Mages are really low maintenance. You have 4 meals, right? So you open up 4 clients. I'm just using BlueStacks for the other instances, which is a mobile emulator. So it's opening the mobile client. It's not 4 different clients. But mules in this game, once again, you know, Sui, if you're looking at this and you're like a little intimidated by the prospect of mules, it's not mandatory at all. And a lot of people make their own buff parties so that they can party with other players and, you know, share and exchange buffs with one another. So you don't have to do mules. Especially with party grinding being the best way to grind right now. It's all the more reason that like mule parties, like mules are even less, you know, impactful. There was a time where people were like boycotting mules. And there's still a good amount of like anti-mule rhetoric, but I think people have made their peace with it now. Is this a private server, whatever? No, it's not. This is a MapleStory World server, so it's, you know, it's official. It's on MapleStory World's platform. Yeah, it's Chronostory. If you're going back to day 1, would you pick the same class for your main? What a tough question, Alpharum. What a really tough question. I think the thing is, it's impossible to anticipate. Each class has been really strong at various times of the game. So before we had Third Job, the Bowmans were really, really strong. All the Dex classes were really, really strong. This is back when, and god, I sound so old talking about the history of this game, but it's been out for over a year now, so I can definitely talk about it, but any of the Dex classes were the very, very best. We only had Victoria Island, so Taurus Shields was the place to be. Is it hard to find a channel to train at? No, not at all, not at all. We have a lot of channels, and there's not really... None of these spots are like so contested to the point where you won't find a channel. And we've got a map order system in place where you can see who owns the map, which is kind of nice. So it's like this little etiquette that people have come to understand with one another. But yeah, I could talk so long about day 1 and what the game was back in the day. But yeah, just to like try to recap my story, Taurus Shields were like the very, very best. They were completely broken. They gave like 3 times more experience than their health compared to all the other mobs. It was completely fucked. And as a magician, they resisted everything and I couldn't go there. So I've always liked magicians. I've always wanted to play a mage. But if I knew what it was like, the game was going to be like back then, it was completely imbalanced. You could not play a mage at the high level area. I probably would have picked something else. A dex class, for instance. But then third job came around, and then Ice Lightning was pretty good, actually. The best training areas was like Dark Yeti and Pepe, and we had Banes. So Ice Lightning had... And this is what I got to appreciate as well, because I'm like, oh, we're so fucking weak right now. But back in the day, we had it good, you know, when the best area was like Banes. I'm an Ice Lightning mage, and Banes are weak to ice, so we had it really good back then. It just comes and goes, the power level strength of each class. I wouldn't have it any other way. It was fun experiencing all of that in real time. So I'd probably still play an Ice Lightning mage. But if I knew what I knew now, and the game was to restart again, it would be different, right? Because I know so much about the game, and it just... the mages were not good at some points. Anyway, I yapped for a long time there. You play a level 158 Archmage, Ice Lightning, but no team in Skelly needs me? Correct. Unfortunately, correct. But at the same time, you don't need them either, because as a Ice Lightning mage, you can get really good rates at nudies. I think at around the 158 mark, if you're one-shotting with Blizzard, you can get up to at least like 190 mil, possibly even more. So, I don't know if you know what the rotation looks like. I've got a rotation video on my channel, Gugu. But yeah, think of it that way. Like, you don't need a Skellyrex party if the rates you're going to get are better than what you get at Skellyrex. You just need your rings at some point, and then that's it, right? I think the ability to share buff skills across characters on the same account once you max level would be a pretty good idea to combat the need for buff meals. It definitely would be. You know, that family system was proposed, and in a nutshell, it's a good idea. Is it easy to execute? Definitely not. How many overalls are you getting an hour? So, I'm getting a lot, however... Oh, as we say that, we got a blue one here. Can we tick over it? Oh my heavens! Oh my god, you are my lucky charm, Suey boy. We haven't found anything today of note, so... There is auto sell settings. If the gear is not over like white rarity, so if it's not orange or higher, then it automatically sells. So you're you're not going to see my inventory fill based on every item I pick up. It auto sells the ones based on whatever rarity I set that we don't want. But yeah, the family system was an interesting idea. I wouldn't mind seeing that implemented. It still means that mules provide value, but they don't really need to be logged in. It's kind of interesting concept. Pallies and bishops are eating good right now. They're eating far too good. Yes, you know, it's coming from a selfish place of jealousy where I don't get the rates that they get, but we can all acknowledge that they are overpowered and need to be nerfed. It's the holy advantage, the elemental advantage, rather than the skills and the classes themselves that are completely unfair. But yeah, how many we're getting an hour? I have no idea. It's a lot, because these mobs drop 3 different kinds of overalls. However, you won't actually see all that many good ones in an hour. It's hard to even estimate how many good ones I'll get in an hour because the variance is just so high. As a new player to Chronostory, which class and job is ideal for solo play without the need for groups, if that's even a thing? It's definitely a thing, Gary. I'd separate into 2 categories, your first character and your second and third character, like your second character, because your characters, there's a Blessing of the Fairy bonus here where you can get additional power based on, you know, the highest level character you have on your account. So if you don't have Blessing, if it's your very first character, everything is typically fine, except for a warrior. The additional accuracy you get and the attack power is kind of impactful. Warriors have been notoriously difficult to level as a first character. Everything else is kind of fine, and what's better for solo than others? I think the mages are really good for solo, but that being said, Bishop is really good for party right now. The other mages are really good for solo. You mean Shadow? You main Shadow and would recommend it wholeheartedly. Shadowers are good at the moment. They may not be the most popular class in Skellyrex, but they're very effective. I think the Miso Explosion can hit 2 rows, so their damage is always going to be really high, especially in parties that can't full clear. So yeah, I mean, people are liking Shadow at the moment. There you go, Christian with the intel. I don't deny that. Shadow seems like a really good class. Alright, we're coming up maybe like 7 more. I think I'll go for the rest of the dice and then we'll call... Was that another blue overall? Over 24, please? I mean, 24 and above is good enough for me. It barely makes the cut, but it made the cut. We'll scroll that one. You just spent 20 minutes and wasted an extra screen protector to put on a screen protector perfectly. You know what? I kind of get it. Like nothing is more frustrating than like the air bubbles on a screen protector. You're gonna be using that thing for at least a year, right? Like you want the screen protector to be correctly put on point. I get it. I get it. Literally one bubble and you had to redo it. Fucking hell. Alright, Christian, take it easy. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. Is this better or 3 or 4? Astronaut 3 or 4 only caps out at like 105, 110 mil. This is definitely better. If you're like a new Ice Lightning mage, like level 125, not experience grind-wise. Oh. Yeah, I should have figured that you were asking something as vivid as that, because the answer was obvious. I'm still gonna say this is better. The only reason why 3 or 4, and I think nothing will be worse than it, is because bunny hopping in itself, the timing had to be so specific, so that took all of your mental concentration. Having to like get a specific timing was torture. Everything I do here is a little more forgiving, and the difference between playing this map well and playing it poorly is going to be like 5-10%. Is there an auction house in this game? No, unfortunately not. There's no trading at all, Sui. This is a completely, you know, Iron Man experience. But at the same time, there's plenty of great, unique features that Chronostory has that makes Iron Man work. Like a scroll exchange vendor system that I'll show you a little bit shortly. You got another character slot? Should you mind Ice Lightning? Tony, the Ice Lightning stocks are kind of down right now. Maybe they'll come back up at some point, but it's not all that popular. We're not really welcome in Skellyrex parties. It's still a good, you know, first, second, and third job experience. It's a very smooth second job experience, to be honest. So, especially from that like level 60 mark, the moment you go into Blood Harps, it's smooth from there all the way into fourth job. But it's a solo grinding character, you know, it's not good in party, so keep that in mind when you play it. If that appeals to you, then by all means go for it. It's definitely strong class, you know, but it's nowhere near as strong as Bishop right now, just because party grinding and Skellyrex is the most popular thing to do, and has the most rewards. Like, I've got friends that are on like a couple thousand of Chaos Crystals, but I'm not farming Skellyrex enough to do it. Like, I'm farming solo a good amount. Maybe once I upgrade my overall, I will no longer need to come back here and can focus on Skellyrex a little bit more. Is your solo grinding faster than Rex? No, but for other people, I like Pi. Thank you very much for the YouTube sub. For other Ice Lightning mages, the answer is going to be yes. But for me specifically at my level, the answer is no, just because the solo maps are capped at like 210. This one's capped at 170. I can get higher than that in Skellyrex, but if you're a lower level Ice Lightning mage, then you can't really get higher than that. You're going to get better rates in solo than anywhere else. What happened to your pally? We're going to finish it off tomorrow. I just need to coordinate my schedule with Horror Show. That's the only reason we're not doing it today. So it's sitting at 95, and we will get it all the way to 120 at least. Hopefully tomorrow, if he's available. That's the plan, at least. And that's going to be good for me as well, because that's going to have value in Skellyrex. okay. I think we're done for the grind for now. I gotta blow my nose. Okay. Let's go. What's Skelly Rex? Skelly Rex is the party grinding map. It's the I'll show you it in the Monster Decks. Skello Rex. It's the party grinding map. They're very, very tanky, so yeah, that's why they're party grinding maps. You kind of gotta get in a party to do this much damage. Anyway, okay, the scroll vending machine. Danman, good to see you. I'm doing okay. I'm just a little sick, but aside from that, I'm doing well. So I hope you're doing well too. I'm gonna exchange some scrolls first. Basically, to summarize, any junk scrolls you get, you can sell them back to the vendor and get scroll voucher coupons, and those can in themselves be exchanged for scrolls. So I'm just kind of discarding everything that I don't really need right now. But I don't really need to clear my inventory. But yeah, any of the glove 10s, this was my other strategy. I'll just show you this before I go into anything. But I'm putting them all on my mage. How many gloves do I have? Oh, what the fuck? I've got very few gloves. I thought I had more gloves. I think it's only because I'm saving really good ones. But I was going to put all of my glove 10s over onto this character. And then just use glove 10s to pass the first slot. And that way I can save a lot of scroll vouchers. Instead of needing to buy the 1500, you know, oh sorry, that 1200, but anyway, the 1200 scroll voucher 30%. Can you just scroll around at Skelly Rex with your mules? Would that negate the penalty? Even if I negated the penalty, it'd still be really bad experience. It just wouldn't really make up for it. Yeah, I won't bother clearing my entire inventory. How many ice chests do we have? 19? Damn. Okay. Let's go for Gachapon. Why not? I'll do another 500 today, like usual. I'll quickly check my inventory before anything else, if there's anything else I can hold on to. But I think that's a wrap. Yep. Like 12 stat, I'll hold it, why not? Alright, that's looking pretty good. The other cool thing about newts is that you can get... We've now got like a higher hat to grind. Keep in mind this is extremely, extremely, extremely rare to get 16 stat or above, but we can get a higher base stat on these green VAR helmets than we can on the dark VAR. So there's a capacity there to upgrade this over the top of this. We'll see how we go. As I said, I'm going to start with the Gachapon today. So 248, bringing us up to 500 Gach. We'll go to Omega Sector and start us off. There's no Z-Helm in the game at the moment. We don't have too many bosses. We've got Pianus, Xenomega, and then there's a newly added Dragon, Leviathan. But things like Papulatus and Zac are going to be coming to the game in due time. Let's make our way to Omega Sector for now. Speaking of Xenomega, can we do a little drive-by while we're here? No, never mind, it's not up, but that's okay. Did you get your belt yet since you got the juice? I've got 4 more juices to go. I think I'll go back at it, but now was not a good time. It just seemed to be really busy, so I have not got it yet, unfortunately. Alright, quick little smega and we'll get started. Yeah. Degens assemble. Alright, let's get this nice and loud. It's gonna be pretty annoying to have to empty my inventory because I'm holding so much here, but anyway. Bro, it's rich as fucking scrolls, god dang. I've got a lot, I can't complain. I've got a good amount of scroll voucherage. Not bad. And I've got more at home, you know, just in case this is not enough. I've got a little bit of something in my inventory, in my storage. No, bro, I don't want snot on my screen and keyboard. That is rude. No face cam today, sir. I'm under the weather. I'm feeling a little gross. Hopefully I feel better by tomorrow. I believe, thank you, Tupperware. Yo, I watched your vid today for the first time. Nice content on YouTube. Thank you. True, thank you. Did you bought them when trading was allowed? Bought what? What are you referring to, Astronaut? Oh, Biscuit, Tupperware's you. I did not know. The scrolls? Hello, my man. Good to see you. What's up, D-Gens? There was a... Wait. No, I didn't buy any of the scrolls when trading was allowed. I don't think I have anything from back when trading was allowed. Everything is self-made. Back when trading was allowed, like, it didn't really matter what it was. Oh, damn, Holo, thank you so much for the T1, man. I really, really appreciate you. But yeah, there was nothing of value that we could get from trading that is worth anything now. So, like, back in the day, like, the most expensive item was a 14 attack brown work glove. But these days, they kind of just scoff at that. I'm like, oh, okay, 14 attack. Yeah, I got 15 attack on my statted glove. I don't need that shit. Did Mage Teleport get nerfed? I feel like it's slower now. No, not at all, Tony. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Okay, I keep referring to what the game used to be like, but back in my day, like 8 months ago, before they changed Teleport, it was extremely slow. But no, it's insanely quick. I don't know why you feel that way, though. I'm really jelly about the Chaos Crystals that come from Rex parties. They're the only thing that really gatekeep weapon upgrades. I feel the exact same way, Danman. Like, the rate there is way too high. It feels bad if you're not grinding there. You can't make Chaos Crystals anywhere else. Like, this is outrageous. Like, I'm gonna, like, start coughing at, you know, the prospect of ranting about this. There is nowhere good to farm Power Crystal ores. Like, 2-3 patches ago, content ago, we had to, like, go to each individual, you know, mob that dropped each of these and farm them. But now you don't need to anymore. It's just like, okay, let me go to Skelerex. Alright, I got a fuckload of Chaos Crystals. Nice. Like, it completely invalidated that system. So, I'm not overly happy about that. Managed to catch your stream before you scroll. Yeah, welcome, Grand Relish. Good of you to be here. Maybe because I play Buck. Buck Teleport is so much faster and you can teleport diagonally. That's probably what it is, but to me, the teleport still feels really quick, so... You should try teleport with speed infusion. You're a Buccaneer, you have speed infusion, right? I think that's the reason why you feel so quick. And then you're teleporting on Mage and you don't have speed infusion. Like, that's gonna be the difference. You've not touched the game in a week? What have you been doing? Must be something productive. Jellyfish drop all those ores. It is crazy that jellyfish drop all those ores, but it's kind of like invalid anymore because Skelerex is just so much quicker anyway, and you get experience, and you know, why would you want to go to jellyfish anymore? But back when jellyfish were good for Chaos Crystal farming, I think it was a good time. Yeah, the jellyfish map really sucks, but like I liked when it was a valuable map. Like when you're like, oh, okay, I really want Chaos Crystals, I'm gonna go to jellyfish. I thought that was a, you know, unique, cool feature. I don't have a party for Skelerex. What class are you? Does no one want you? It's valuable to you. It's valuable to anyone that's like, you know, a low level, like level 50 to 60 to 70 even, that, you know, you can't really farm Chaos Crystals anywhere else. It's really good for that. Because you can't farm, you know, you can't get that much more experience anyway, but you can get a lot of Chaos Crystals in the meantime. Like, it's really good for that, but once you get to the high levels, same job as me, I keep forgetting. Right, you have many characters to be fair, but I think they all suck, right? Don't you have a Night Lord as well? Alright, where the fuck is my earring? It's not here today. Maybe tomorrow. We don't give a shit if we don't get an earring. We got plenty of fun stuff to scroll today, and maybe I'll do a couple more ones because my friend hit a +6 weapon today, unwelcome weapon. Oh, yes. That's me. Thank you very much. You got a +5, 30% knuckle with 2 slots left. Oh my fucking god. That is insane, Tony. I mean, how big are your balls is the real question. There's nothing wrong with 60%ing it, but I promise you I would be 30%ing it. That's not what I'm recommending to you. I'm just telling you, I know myself, and that's what I would do. What is your current knuckle is a more valid question, right? It's booming time. It's booming time. %, if you don't want it to boom. Oh, that'll really flex on Discord if you hit something really... If you hit another 30 on that, that would fucking... That would make Discord go wild. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go for a few wands today as well. Just because I hate my wand. I want to upgrade this. It's okay, but it could be better. Do we have any gacha left? 15? Sure, why not? We'll do the last 15. Okay, that's it for the gacha. No problem, we got 1 earring, can't complain about that. I'm going to do 10 staffs as well at the same time. Yeah, let's... Oh, wait, whoa. Wand. I almost made a big mistake. 10 wands. Yes. I don't really need to go any crazier than this. We've got enough to scroll today. And then my requirement on the wands, let's do the re-rolling now. I'll start with the earrings. Let's come over here. Alright, ideally, yeah, 6-6 on int luck. It must be that. Otherwise, I will not settle. 6-5, ooh. It's too early to settle. Is bonk table time? Actually, what I can do... It'd be more, you know, accurate for me to use this emote. This is more true to the feelings right now. Okay. Let's keep going. 6-6 on int or luck, please. Just in time, Gareki, hello. Hope you're doing well. Here I am failing twice on 60% on 2 belts. Oh my god, Zaki, I'm so sorry. That hurts to hear. That hurts to read. Oh my god, I thought the purple would be something juicy. Oh, back-to-back purple, and it's not what I want. Yuck. Yuck. I might settle for 6-5 at some point, but like 6-7? You had to start with the 6-7. 7-4? Man, you're teasing me. I'm gonna keep going. Reroll? I am rerolling, bro. This shit always burns up 100. I mean, I'm so tempted to settle. It's a third 6-5, but like, I won't. Because I'm just gonna boom it in one scroll anyway, but you know. Ah! How do you find mats for weapons? I keep being short of black crystal and gold. Just continue to smelt everything that you get from Gachapon. I've never... Nice. That'll do. I've never bottlenecked on anything just by smelting everything. Okay, one time. This needs to go 132 or higher for the base stats. That is 132. That will work. Yep. This is back to front. This is not how I usually do it. It's like tripping my mind. That's better. Yeah, 135. Nice. I think today I'm gonna mix it up and not pyramid scroll it. I'm so sick of like... It just feels like I've bricked so hard every time. 131... Never settle. 133. What is this crazy? What are you telling me to do? 133, nice. Hey, this is going pretty well for once. Oh, 135, boom. 132, yeah, nice. I might even do more stuffs than this, who knows? I've got so much to scroll though, let's like not get too far ahead of ourselves. The rerolling's going really well, what the fuck? Rerolling 4 stat weapons feels awful compared to 3 stat? 4 stat weapon? What is a 4 stat weapon? What weapon has 4 stats? Oh, you mean this? Oh, you mean like health is a stat. Oh yeah, got you. Yes, I know what you mean. 128. Hello? Ah! 131? Why do you tease me like this? I asked for 132. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's the third 131. You son of a bitch. I hate UK. Oh my god, this feels like roll number 50 on this wand. Fuck me. You passed 132? Did I please? No, please screenshot it. I did not pass 132. I refuse to believe it. Why do you settle for 131? The max is like 140, right? Well, it's really, really rare to get it. The 30% scrolls are doing most of the work, so you have to settle with a realistic base stat, otherwise you're just gonna like burn up all your chaos crystals. Yeah, you gotta be realistic about what you can achieve on the rerolling. Holy fuck, I'm getting fucked. This is disgusting. Like, I'm just settling. I just want to get off that wand. I don't know, that one felt cursed, man. Wait, what happened to this? Yeah, that's fine. That one felt cursed. That was so bad. That's the one that's going to pass the 30s trust? I mean, anything that passes 630s, I'll be fine with. The base stat is kind of irrelevant at that point, but of course it would be better if it were higher. Spend all your chaos crystals on a base and then it poofs. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, that's why you gotta, you know, be a little realistic and about, yeah, the base stat of your gear. I'm going for like, it's like 1 in 10 to get 132 or higher. That's what I think is reasonable for spending my chaos crystals. Anything higher than that is a little too unattainable. Why waste all those mats going for 140 and boom in 1? Yeah. You guys get it. Alright, we're done with that. I'm not coming back to this, fuck it. Alright, so we got all our stuff here ready to go. Yeah, this is what you're here for, you fucking degens. Let's do it. What do I want to start with today? I think I'll start with the gloves. We'll do pyramid scrolling on the gloves. It's going to be a cold day in hell before I hit +5, 30% on a glove, but you never know, you know, for anyone that was here before, I hit it on my cape. Like, this is 530%. Anything is possible. So that's what we're going for on the glove in order to beat our 37 total stat glove. Let's do exactly that. So let me check what scrolls I have and we'll get going. I have 6 ready to go already. I'm going to need a bit more than 6. I'll buy another 10. Alrighty. Good luck to us. Insane cape. Yeah, it really is insane. Crazy's excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. Have fun booming. Alright, we'll put this nice one down here. Not get it confused for anything. Here we go. Interesting. Good start. Oh. 15 stat. This one's juicy. Okay. Yep. There's a chance where like 4 30% is also going to be an upgrade for me if the base stat is really high to begin with. Oh. 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 Nice. Fuck. Fuck. 15 stat? Juicer. Juicer. Oh my god, not anymore. And the last one? Okay. Honestly, I think that went okay. I think that went okay. How many do we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 5. Not bad. I mean, the green CRs are shit, but like, it's okay. So let me unlock these shit ones. Thought you went pyramid scrolling? I'm not going to pyramid scroll the ones. That's what I'm going to mix it up on. But I chose to do it for the gloves there, Udon. Just double checking, not making any mistakes. Yep. Alrighty. Round 2, I guess? Sure, why not? Gonna need a few more scrolls. I like this spot. I can see Cody from here. I can see the score vending machine from here. I like this spot. Here we go. Hey, that's pretty exciting. That's pretty exciting. Fuck, that's not exciting. Ooh, the blues. The blues get me excited. The blues have a much like a better base stat than the greens generally. All right, I'm getting excited. How many more? We got 2 more to go. Can we get any more passes on these? This one is probably the best of them all, please. Okay. All right. It's getting serious now. It's getting serious. Damn, I just realized you can sell all the quips at the same time. Raindrops. If you could see my face, I am face palming for you. Alright, let's go one more on each of these for now and see how we go. At least give me one of them. Come on, let's go. Here we go. Okay! I'm officially excited. Oh my god. This one is much better than this one. I'm gonna do this one first. Fuck. Is there any world in which this is 25 and then plus 6 is 37? No, I think it only ties my... Yeah, it only ties this if I pass 2 more. 37... 25... Yes. Alright, so this is dead. This is dead. No point tapping that again. And this Giga Juicer, please give me another pass on this one. Like, that will excite the pants off of me. Fuck. But it's good enough to at least see through. Okay. Well, we got one with 3 30s on it. I'm gonna come back to it. There's obviously a lot riding on it. You know how I like to do my scrolling. I like to, you know, like keep the suspense there. We're gonna come back to that at the very end. In the meantime, let me do the helmets first. This is really rare, the 16 stat helmet. You don't see that every day, but it needs at least 130 on it. And then this one's a 15 stat hat. It'll probably need 2 30s on it. Let's do exactly that though. So I'm gonna grab a couple of helmet 30s. Dang, so this is what the high levels do? Anything for 1 stat. Anything. Alright, bye-bye. This is beautiful. You don't see this every day, please. Just give me something. Ooh, that's exciting. So in theory, if this passes 6 in a row, it would be 31 stat. So it's like 19 plus 6 times 2 is, you know, 12. 19 plus 12 is 31. But as I like to do with all my upgrades, you guys know me, right? Like if I'm going for an upgrade on my helmet, I like to go for like at least 2 stat. I don't like to go for just 1 stat. So I think one more 30% is warranted here. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think so. 19 plus 2? No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said, but 2 more 30s? I will do at least 1 more 30. I said 19 plus 6 times 2, or 2 times 6, or whatever it was. I know how to math. Alright, here we go. We'll do 1 more for now. 1 more 30 and then I'll be excited. Wow. Wow. Okay. It's getting so exciting. Like, I'm going to come back to that at the very end as well. Like, okay, these are my 2 super, super exciting pieces. That is exciting because like that has the potential to be like 32 stat with 5 in a row. And even if I miss one of them, I can just pass a 30 and it can still hit 31. This is really cool. Let's move on now to the overalls, which I need a quickly AP reset for. Alright, let's do some overalls now. We got 5 here, courtesy of getting 2 of them from our 1 hour grind today. Day's looking good so far, Kagami, but you know, let's see what else. We got a lot to go, a long way to go. Alright, I'll put this down here. Where are my overall ints? Don't have any. Let's grab at least like 7. Okay, good luck to me. I'd love an overall upgrade today. Oh. Oh. Alright, got 1. 30 stat, the Giga Juiced Tsar? Oh, fuck. I shouldn't have hyped it up. Oh my heavens. Alright, we've only got 1 to work with. Because we've only got 1 to work with, I'm gonna keep sending it. There's no suspense on this one until we pass a few more on it. I'll give it 1 more tap. Let's do the ones now. We'll come back to these two at the very, very end. These are my penultimate pieces. These are the exciting, exciting pieces. I'll do the earrings first. Earrings are pretty nonchalant. Usually it's, you know, one and done. Yeah! Called it. Alright, so now we're gonna do the wands. And I'm sick of pyramid scrolling. Like, I'm not gonna do things that way anymore. How many wand scrolls do I have? 5? Alright, we'll get a few more than that. Get another 15. So, no more pyramid scrolling. I'm just sending one all the way to the end. Because I'm sick of scrolling that way. It feels like it just, like, does not work for me. Okay. 135. This was a good one to begin with. Like, for the really good ones, even with one fail, I'll give it another go. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Alright. No pyramid scroll. No pyramid scroll. We just go all the way. Like... Oh my god. Ah! Okay. Yeah! How do you scroll this way? It's so depressing. It looks like you have some potential, and then boom, it's gone. Like, how do you scroll this way? I can't do it. I feel so unsatisfied. Oh my god. Okay. It's over. Alright, well, you know what? None of that will matter if I get an upgrade on any of these two. Like, that is where all the excitement lies today for me. I'm more excited about the glove. I'm gonna do the hat first. Big hands, big hands. It has the capacity to be really, really big. Let me just set up a raid for when I soon conclude. Because when these two items die, my stream will die. But I'll be back tomorrow, and we'll be finishing off the Paladin. And once again, you know, for the 22 on Twitch and 91, fucking hell, 91 on YouTube, I really appreciate you all being here, as always. It's time. So this is going to be 60% until we have a fail, because it's already on track for 32 stat. It's extremely good and rare. So that's what we're going to do. I know I have my... Bear with me, sorry. I know I have helmet in scrolls somewhere, right? Like I just know it. No, I do. Helmet int? Yeah. Ah! Fuck! Well, then we need another 30. That's so disappointing. Not even a sweat. Not even a sweat. Like, it's on track for 30 now. Yeah, we need another 30. Oh my heavens. What? Okay. I'm not going to go for another 30. I think with only 3 slots to go, it's already rare enough at this point. I'll go for the 31 stat. I know I said before I'm going for 2 stat upgrades, but after that first 60 failed, it's got to be another one of these. 30% equals 100%. 60% equals 0%. I don't care. 27. Bring it home. 31, please. Yep. Oh my god, could you, like, how big would my genitalia be if I just slam a 30 on it? Like, let me thunk it over a little bit. You know what? You know what's worked really, really well for me in the past? And I might bring it up right now. The coin flip. Let me put it in the hands of... Let me put it in the hands of the universe. Bear with me here. We're gonna flip this coin together. This is scary. This is insane. This is insane. Please bear with me just a moment. So, no, sorry, wrong one. window capture. I just want to show you guys my coin. Alright, here's my coin. Heads will be 30%. Tails will be 60%. It's up to you, universe. Please don't let me down. It's done so well for me. If you guys saw when I scored my cape, it continually rolled 30 on the coin and it continually passed. Heads is 30, tails is 60. Is that what I said? That's what I said. Yes. Oh my god, it's 30%! Oh my fucking god, I don't believe it. I don't believe it, I don't believe it, I don't believe it. I don't believe it, I don't believe it, I don't believe it. Ah! I'm gonna set up my raid. Alright, we're gonna go see Zachmanian Devil after this. Oh, I haven't even done the gloves. Oh, no shit. Sorry, we're not raiding yet. Fuck. Oh. Oh yeah, the gloves. I got so excited. I got fixated on this. Let's do the gloves first. No, no, no. We're not doing the gloves first. Please! Ah! Fuck! No! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Fuck. Oh my god. Oh, fuck. I'm willing to overlook it if the universe is nice for me and the gloves. Called it, big homie. Thanks, board shot. Thanks, man. You look better in black anyway. True, but still. Green hat ruins the look anyway. I don't care. I don't care. I would have wore it. I would have wore it. For 2 stat, I'll do anything for 2 stat, man. Oh my god, that's so disappointing. Alright, let's finish off with the gloves. Do I have any more glove scrolls? I do. Oh god, I just... why did I 30 it? The universe has, like, been on my side, but that was audacious. Alright guys, I am signing off because when this dies, my stream dies. I'll see you on Wednesday. Thank you guys all for tuning in. I really, really appreciate it. Have a good one, guys. Please! Oh my heavens! Oh my god, oh my god. Again, 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 again. Finish it! Finish it! Please! Ah! No! No, no!